Yeah, you tried to lie on your application?
You're gonna have to educate me on that one.
Am I?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
But if you
okay.
talk to, Mike Pergandy,
Uh-huh.
if you call down the Legion right now, he's the person that takes the application. I'm sure he'll, settle any argument on that.
Oh, okay.
How do you say so?
Oh, I don't reveal my sources.
No, I mean, I don't know what that has to do with township business, but I'm a veteran. I served in the Navy and I also served in the National Guard. I guess I don't know what the accusation of stolen valor would be.
Mm.
You don't know what that means?
I know exactly what it means, ma'am. I just don't
Step
know
up
what
that.
You don't know how it applies to you? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what somebody would, if they say I was trying to implicate some kind of stolen valor, what does that mean?
You tell us.
Well, I don't know, so.
And you're trying to tell people that they can't record here?
I've never said that.
That's not what I heard.
You're mistaken, sir. I've been a police officer for almost 20 years. I know very well that you can record me, and I don't have any issue with it.
Part-time chief in Pinconning
Yes,
too,
sir.
right?
Yes.
What are your days up there?
I don't have any set days. I work approximately 8 hours a week. It's part-time.
Yeah,
8 hours for Pinconning, that's all they get?
that's really
Well,
part-time.
They have two other officers that work the road, and I just work an administrative level.
Okay.
So did those ladies get educated from us being here
I think
yesterday?
you educated them, sir.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
I
But
guess
but I
they,
would tell you, and if you want, I can get the contact number for you. I would, why I can certainly understand that someone would, make an accusation to that, with the American Legion. I would suggest that you please contact them, cause that's a false lie.
Okay.
I've never made any type of, I served in the Navy, I did two tours overseas, and I served out of the aviation unit out of Grand Ledge.
Okay.
Part-time, but, I don't take offense to things, sir, but I am a veteran,
Okay.
so. All I would say is I don't have any issue with you asking me that.
Right.
But please check into that, because the person that told you that information, they are in fact a liar.
Okay.
So please check with American Legion, the post, in Bay City 18. Mike
Okay.
Gandy is usually around there in the daytime.
All right. Yeah, I'll check into that.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess the fire chief was mad we were in here? I guess the
Is it okay
fire,
if I come out here and talk to you?
absolutely,
Okay. It's hard to hear you back.
right?
It's hard to hear you because
I guess the fire
Yeah.
chief was mad about us being in here recording?
I don't know that he was mad, but I mean, I've been in the experience where people have come in and they've videotaped things, and I'm aware that, that's your right to do so. I don't have any issue with that. And anybody that would say otherwise is giving you some more false information.
Okay.
So, I don't know what to tell you about that, and I don't want to, I don't know if, I don't want to tell you what the feelings were of the chief, because I didn't talk to him about that, so.
I know, but there's things that's down.
They're still in there though.
There you go.
And I have another issue to address with you.
You have a
The
customer.
ladies, we asked for a FOIA request for them,
Okay,
Don't be so
and they were
rude.
saying it's online.
okay.
Isn't it possible to just print one off so that somebody can get a paper copy, fill it out, and turn it in right away?
I would have to talk to the clerk, because she takes care of that, but I don't see why that couldn't happen.
That way you can get a time and date stamped copy back.
Sure,
So,
yeah, that makes sense, sir.
I
Yes.
can't hear you.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Any other things you want to ask me while I'm here?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Can I ask you a
She was a
question?
little rude.
Who's that, ma'am?
That lady was a little rude. For this
Okay.
gentleman, he needed
Yeah.
service.
Yeah.
She was rude.
Okay. Is it okay if we just step over here so we don't interrupt with what they're talking about over there? I'm sorry.
That's
I've been busy today, sorry.
All right.
And I didn't get a chance to watch all the video that you guys posted. I don't have any issue with what you guys did and coming here, and if you come in here and give us a suggestion about putting the FOIA out there, I don't have any problem with that.
Right.
But I will tell you this, I served in the military twice.
Okay,
I don't take offense of many things, but I would ask you to please check your sources on that information.
that's why I was
Somebody-
asking, I wasn't
somebody-
accusing.
Yeah, somebody lied to you.
Okay.
And I don't know if that person is a veteran or not, but I in fact have been a trustee at the American Legion. I left that position when I got the supervisor position. I also was a board member with Bay Veterans Association. And if you go down there and talk to Keith Markstrom, who runs the organization, he will confirm that information for you. So unfortunately, somebody's given you misinformation.
Okay,
And so all I would ask is, anytime you want to come in here and talk to me, like I'm standing here right now,
Right.
I think I'm pretty easy to talk to. I try to be. I don't have any issue with it. But please check your information. I realize that the person that probably said that is the same person who has also filed a recall petition on me. And maybe that's not. But I did hear in the video yesterday a couple people talking about that. And somebody said something, he said I was a Russian or something like that, a real prick or
no,
something like
they
that.
said, running it like Russia.
Okay, and that would be also misinformation.
Okay.
Obviously, the staff here, and I'm not asking where you live, but we have a very good work family here. We have a fire department, we have full-time employees, we have approximately 30-some on-calls. The same person that filed that petition told me that one of his issues with me was because of the morale at the fire department. You don't trip, sir.
Oh, yeah, I know it's there.
Okay, but obviously, when I have somebody say something like that to me as a supervisor, I went and talked to the chief, and he's advised me there is no morale issue over there.
Okay.
So once again, that person is spreading false information.
Okay,
And like I said, all I would say is, anytime you want to come in here and talk to me, feel free. If I would have been here yesterday, 911 probably would not have been called.
right.
And
Yeah, those
and
ladies
that's okay.
over there were rather rude yesterday, but, you know, they didn't know the legalities of what we were
But
doing,
that's
so.
okay, because I will tell you, in my experience as a police officer, I've been here before.
Right.
And it's the same thing, you know, I've gotten a call before with, you know, somebody called because somebody walked in a building with an AR-15, which is, they can.
Right.
And I've been there, but some people don't know that, and I know that's what you're doing, and that's fine. All I'm saying is, you know, they can do, you know, I would have handled it differently.
Right.
So I would have probably been right out here talking to you. I realize that my staff doesn't want to be on camera, and I respect their feelings for that. It did freak them out.
Right.
And, you know, a couple of them were, when I got back, were visibly shaken, so I ended up sending them home. Because I
Okay.
did feel bad for my one,
Over a camera.
ma'am, and I'm not arguing the point. I'm just telling you, as a professional who's dealt with people for a lot of years, there was a couple of them that were visibly shaken. And
Are they
But-
okay
but now
today?
they know-
so, yes.
But now they
Yes,
know
they're
to
here.
expect that possibility
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
people
Yeah,
coming
we
in here
talked about
requesting
it. Yeah,
stuff
we
and
talked about
having
it.
cameras.
And you have to understand
So
that
you sent them home with pay, basically, because there was cameras here.
I sent them home with pay because they
They
felt
were afraid
they were afraid.
of cameras.
Well, they weren't afraid of just the cameras. You weren't here yesterday, I don't think,
No,
right?
no.
They were intimidated, and you're a big guy. You
Right?
know, you're a big guy, and you
Right?
seem like a very
And
nice person.
none of us tried to go in that door over
And
there.
I know
you
that, but, you know, they didn't expect that situation, and I'm not gonna try to, argue whether they were right or whether they were wrong, but they got an emotional response out of it, and it's my job, you know, the safety and concerns of the staff, and hey, if I went in there right now, and I walked into, the assessor isn't here today, but if I walked in her office and I seen that she was personally having an issue, I'd send her home. Because that's the kind of place that we have. If somebody's having a problem, they have personal time, personal days. But if somebody's having an issue like that, we take care of our people, so. But that's not something that thankfully happens very often. So, so all I would say to you is, you know, please check your sources on that information. The person that told you that the people here are not happy. I think they're very happy, you know,
Okay.
since I've been the supervisor,
How long have you been the supervisor?
since November of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've been working part-time as the police chief since October of last
And you
year.
think everybody's happy?
I've had absolutely no people contact me from people in our community that have had any issue with that. And when I first got that position, we talked about it at a board meeting, and I stated there, and I will state this right now. When I have citizens of my community that come in and say they have issue with that, I'm gonna take note of that. And that's not just one person, but I tell people all the time. As you can tell, I'm not shy to talk to people. I often get people that call and will ask me advice about law enforcement matters. I always recommend that they call our contract deputies. One of them was here yesterday.
Two of them
but
are actually.
The other one wasn't ours, he was
Oh,
just
okay.
from wherever.
Right.
But, you know, but I get a lot of people that talk, and I talk to people every single day. I talk about it all the time. So if somebody is also giving you the impression that people in the community aren't happy with that, I would have to say that that is also misinformation. So, but, you know what, I guess we'll find that out, won't we? So,
Yeah.
but, you know, the fact of the matter is with that position, as I openly speak to everyone, is it is part-time. I think I probably have a paycheck, I could even show you how much I get paid.
I was gonna ask you how much they pay you for
You
8
may,
hours.
it's slightly embarrassing, but I make $325 every 2 weeks. You
Wow.
figure out the math.
That's not much,
It's not much at all. And why is it not much?
because it's part-time?
It's part-time for one, but I worked there as a full-time officer for, 16 years, 13, 14, whatever, however many years.
Right?
And if you ever get up to Pinconning, it's a great community. And
Jeez.
they got great cheese. How you gonna not like cheese?
Right?
But it's a good community, and over that time, they closed down the police department,
Yeah, why did they close it?
financial reasons.
Okay.
You know, so they thought it was gonna be a cost-saving effort. They shut down the police department, and when they decided to open it back up, they had contacted me about doing that, and I first, oh, sorry.
Have a good
Excuse me.
night.
Have a
Thank
good day.
you. Try not to be rude next time, okay?
Miss, I wasn't being rude. You just don't pound out my window when I'm on the other side and scare me like that and expect smiles. Sorry.
Okay. But when they decided that they wanted to start a police department up again, they asked me to help them with that. And I'll be honest with you, I worked there for a lot of years. I have strong relationships, friends, people in that community. And I thought that was the right thing to do. They want their own local protection. As you are probably aware, it's hard to get police officers nowadays, and especially if you're a community that doesn't have the financial resources to do that. So I did tell them, and I made my board aware, and I've told everybody who's ever asked me about it. I haven't been shy about it one bit. I posted pictures on my Facebook page, we posted pictures on the city page. It's no secret. And so, and I'm at that point where we now have officers active out in the field. That's not what I'm looking to do.
Right.
And I told them very clearly, when they find somebody to replace me, I did what I came here to do.
Right.
And I do that a lot. You know, I've been involved in a lot of different things in the community, not just with the American Legion, not just with the Bay Veterans Foundation. I was a board member for the DDA in the city of Bay City. I also served some time with the Fraternal Order of Police. I'm still a member, but I was a trustee there for a lot of years. You know, and a lot of different community things. Back when we had, if you ever remember the story about Amir Hekmati, he was a Marine Corps veteran who was imprisoned in Iran. Didn't follow that one? Okay, I did a lot locally. I got my kids involved, just trying to bring attention to that. We do cleanups. My kids have probably more volunteer hours than anybody. But that's what I do. So unfortunately, somebody has told you and the people that you're associated with, they painted a bad picture of me. And that's all right, and they can do so, and I
Right.
really don't care, you know, because I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna do what I feel is the right thing to do. And most importantly, in this position as a township supervisor, I'm gonna do what I feel is right for our community, you know, so. 8 hours a week, we work 35 hours a week here is full-time.
Okay.
So, my oldest kid drives, I don't have to drive him around anymore. My youngest kid just got his driver's license, I don't have to drive him around. I've got time to do so, so.
Right on.
So if you got any other questions, I'm free for only another hour and a half.
Only another hour and a half? Huh. All right, well, I don't think I have any more questions. I
Yeah,
think you covered every question I had.
okay.
Hopefully you can work something out with the FOIA, make it
Yeah,
so
I
it's
can, I'll actually, when you leave, I'll go talk to the clerk and probably the next time you stop by, there'll be something out here.
Cool.
I wasn't really.
There's one, I mean, is that what you're talking about?
They might have, and
Right here?
I don't have my glasses on, so.
Oh, yeah, they did put them out
Oh,
here.
there's some. I got one.
So, cause those weren't out here last time.
Okay.
So they must have put them out last
Okay.
night.
Yeah, okay,
Okay, cool.
yeah. But I will tell you that I did take offense to something.
What's that?
Somebody called me a Russian. Now, come on.
No, they said you were running it like Russia.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they called me Russian.
Or
Well,
Putin, or
and I
whatever.
don't know if I still should take offense if they say I was running it like Russia, because that's a bad deal. I mean, how are we gonna get out of this one? Because I don't wanna be involved in that one. I've got
Yeah, I
a
hear
son
ya.
who's gonna graduate next year. I'm really hoping that we don't get drug into,
World War III?
yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And
Tell
I'm
me about
concerned-
it.
And I'm concerned about it. The same thing with China and Taiwan. You
Right.
know, it's, and I'll tell you, you know, in the, little tit for tat here, when that person tells you, that I'm not doing my job, more research that you could do, if you chose to do so, and it'd be very easy, if you Googled Monitor Township, or you Googled Bay Futures, or Chamber of Commerce, City of Bay City, Bay County, state of the county address, all these things that we've talked about with these big community events, Monitor Township, Monitor Township, Monitor Township. This last year, since I've been in this position as supervisor, we've had the largest $400 million roughly of economic expansion in our community. If you drive
That's
down
impressive.
US 10, I don't know if you guys came in that way or not, but
No.
if you go down US 10, you'll see a big construction place going on. Over $300 million of investment.
What's that
They're
for?
gonna be, it's SK Siltron. They're gonna be doing silicone wafers. You know this chip problem that we're having?
Yeah.
We're depending on everything?
Yeah.
We're bringing that here to Monitor Township.
Awesome.
And also some other things. And if you go by that site, just more recently, that's not on the books yet, but they're gonna put in 100,000 square foot warehouse, for not a distribution, but it's good. Fabiano Brothers is next to it. They do
Okay.
beer and stuff like that,
Yep.
but similar, but not the same thing. So my point of that conversation is, them businesses didn't just show up to Monitor Township. I sat through many meetings with them people, and I started actually here, kind of a new thing that I'm not saying they never did it, but they weren't doing it when I started here.
Right.
Anytime that we have a business that wants to come to Monitor Township, we grab out to them as much as we can because we want them. We
Absolutely.
sit down, and there's a process, you gotta, do permits and go through planning and this and that. But before that stage, we bring them in. We bring all of our staff, our planning commission, our building, our zoning, our electrical, and we sit down with them. What can we do to help you? Because we want that business here in Monitor
Right.
Township. I'm not asking where you live, but if you follow any information about Bay County, we roughly have 106,000 people that live here in our community. They're predicting the trend, the decrease in population is gonna go down to 80,000. I think it's within 10 years, and don't quote me on that, but I
I don't know, if they
think
keep building stuff like that, I think it'll go up rather than down.
that's why we have to do that kind of stuff. We
Right.
have to bring them businesses. I've got a kid that's gonna graduate next year. I don't want him to go, I mean,
That's
he
like-
might, but I don't want him to have to leave Bay County to get a
It's like
job.
looking at Flint down there, you know,
Yeah.
back when GM
Yeah.
was there,
Yeah.
the population was huge.
Yeah.
GM left,
Yeah.
the population went to
Yeah.
hell and so did the
Yeah.
city.
So all I'm saying with that, when they tell you that, I'm not doing my job, I got facts, all that stuff that I talked about, I'm not the only person involved, and I don't wanna give you that impression.
Right.
I didn't run over and grab that company and bring them.
Right,
We have a
right.
team of people that work
Of course.
together. But I try to be humble about things, but we work together as a team to bring them businesses here. You know, and there's a lot of other things that since I became the supervisor that we've done, and I thought we've done well. We just built this new fire station. It was passed through a millage by the citizens, that they wanted to get it, and when I came in here, we completed that project not only ahead of schedule, but also under budget.
Yeah, I toured through it
Yeah,
yesterday.
and it's state of the art.
'Cause the door was wide
It's
open,
the-
so.
It's the best, it's not now. But, you know.
Had they had a sign on it, I wouldn't have walked through
I
it.
just had a meeting today. I filled out grants along with other people that we have. We're getting you don't know where it's at, but there's a park in Monterey Township.
Mhm.
It's called Stye Park. It's Herbert Stye Memorial Park. Herbert Stye was a person that worked here way before my time. I just got a grant for roughly $60,000. We're gonna put kayak launch, a family-friendly community place. What we all found out in COVID was, now that we can't go anywhere, what do? You know, we wanna build places like that for people who live in this township.
Mhm.
I could go on and on. All my point is with that, I would check that information, when they tell you.
Well, that's why we're here, to
Yeah,
investigate.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the person who, most likely contacted you about that is someone who I only could describe as, been almost if I wasn't in a political position or in a police officer position, if it was just you, you'd call it a stalker. And why that person is obsessed with me, I don't know. But that person has said exactly what you said before, so your words weren't surprising to me. But I have a DD 214 honorable discharge from 2 services. If you want me to walk over to the room, I'll grab the plaques off the wall. As a police officer, I've got life savings awards. I've done nothing but get promoted for community efforts and services that I've done out there. That guy's feeding you what I only could describe politically as bullshit.
All right
So,
then.
no other way I can put that. So
Right.
all I'm saying to you is, I understand that you didn't talk to me, but you might want to do a little fact checking with that
Right.
person.
And what's your turnaround time on FOIA requests, normally?
I believe they gotta have them back in 5 days, right?
Well, they gotta-
Respond in 5 days.
They gotta respond in 5, then they can get the 10-day extension.
Yes, yeah. And I don't do the FOIA requests, them all go through the clerk, but I haven't heard anybody complain about it, so I'm thinking, and I know she gets them. 'Cause
Right.
every once in a while I hear, another FOIA request, in an exciting, happy manner, you know? But, yeah, so I'm certain that she's getting them out the way she's
Okay.
supposed to.
Cool.
Yeah, so,
All right. Well, thank you for your time, sir.
yeah, that's no problem.
So the fire department's no longer open?
I'm certain that every door in this building is now secure, yes.
Yeah, chip clips are not a good thing.
Yeah, well, and you've been around, you know, and it's human nature and, you know, so all we can do is live in there.
Right.
So, this project here, I've gotta mention this because somebody was making some hostile comments about it yesterday. This is an idea that we have. One of the biggest, I guess you'd say, complaints from people in the community, after we've just now got this beautiful fire station done, was, hey, what are we gonna do to the rest of this place? And
Oh, so basically you're just
Yeah.
putting a new coat of paint over the existing structure,
this
basically.
so this right here, this picture here was provided to us with a estimated cost of what it would be. And to be honest with you, it was around, I think it was around $500,000, which I was not happy with.
Right.
Is that
I-
a grant too?
No,
Was
no,
that
we didn't do anything
didn't
with
do
that.
it.
That was just what they gave us for the price.
Gotcha, okay,
The company is a great company, but it's a big price.
okay.
So what I did was I reached out to different painters that we have in the community and got some estimates for that. And basically, they said that we can do the same thing by just, you know, taking the paint off and redoing it. And hopefully, if the board approves it down the road, hopefully we can get, this to kind of look like this, just so it
Yeah,
matches.
because I think the only difference
Yeah.
is they got that fake facade over the brick.
Yeah. And also, one of the things that I talked about running into this position is what's a better way for us to get communication out to the people in our community. When I started here, we designed a new web page. If you ever go on there, the old web page, I mean, it was there, but it was more like hello 1980s, and so we updated that with a lot more information. We didn't have a social media page, which was kind of weird to me because what.
Well, a lot of the
functioning-
small ones don't still.
Yeah, but we're not a small one. We're the second largest township in Bay County.
Okay.
We have 10,000 plus people here.
Right.
But one of the things that I talked about is replacing this sign out here with a digital
LED,
sign.
yeah.
And we have some zoning things that we had to get through with the planning commission. But people have been, I haven't had anybody come up to me and say, hey, we don't want that. Because right now we got the letter sign. I don't know if you ever had to torture yourself with changing them letters.
Sure have.
They're a pain in the rear.
Yep.
In this way, we can put more information out to people, you know, hey.
Right, you can change it every
and you
15
can change it
seconds.
whenever you want. So we got a lot of things that we've been working on around here, you know. So we've been busy, you know.
Right.
So, were you driving the Jeep?
No comment.
Oh, no, I only asked 'cause I'm a Jeep guy.
Yeah, I saw your Jeep over
I've
there.
got the black Jeep.
Yeah.
So, everybody knows my black Jeep, so.
Oh, then you'll get the analogy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Pig, cop.
It's supposed to be a duck.
No,
Whatever.
pig, cop.
I get it.
Instead of duck, duck, Jeep.
Can't you get one of them with like the thin blue line on them? Or something? You got a little blue marker or something?
No, I don't personally like the
You
thin
don't?
blue line.
Oh, really?
Because
No.
if it was just a black flag with a blue line, fine.
Yeah, okay.
But they've basically stolen the US flag and desecrated it
Oh, I see. what you're
by doing what they've done, you know.
saying. Okay.
You
Hello
doing a
there.
TV show today?
Yes, yes.
And then
Yeah.
a lot of bad cops
Yeah.
hide behind that.
Sure.
That,
Yeah.
you know, they think of it as their gang and
Thank you.
they should be able to get away with anything.
Yeah.
You know, and
I-
not saying you're that guy,
No.
but
No.
a lot of them are doing that.
Sure.
And
And I always appreciate when people, you know, talk to me about it. I just feel fortunate that I've never had the experience of being around anybody like that. I mean, anybody I've ever worked with as a police officer, it hasn't taken very long to realize that everything we do is by the book, you know. And
It's good to hear.
especially when we treat people. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, and a lot of times I go into schools and I'll talk to kids, and you always get kids that say, you know, especially when you're in a small community, maybe you had an interaction with somebody in their family, and they always ask that question or say something about arresting people, and I always tell kids, I says, hey, you know, good people get arrested, sometimes bad people get arrested. It happens to everybody. That doesn't make that person an evil person or a bad person or something like that. So, you know, so it's, you know, but it's, I
but
guess the point
sometimes
was-
it makes the cop that arrested them one.
It does.
Sometimes.
You know, but, you know, one of the things that I always took a lot of pride, and I still take a lot of pride, is the community outreach that we've done with kids. You know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, if you look on the it's the Bay Area Boys and Girls Club. Every year they have a Be Fit Festival, and they always ask us to be there. And guess who gets the dunk tank? And I don't have to do the dunk tank. That's not part of my job description.
Right.
But I do it because the kids love it. And,
See, you got to get one of those
Yeah.
costume police uniforms.
yeah.
Really make it fun.
I just say, you know, I don't, I hope you're not keeping your legs focused on, or your camera focused on my legs, but I'm not very well tanned. And, you know, so when I go, I usually have like an old pair of pants and just a shirt with a patch, and, you know, that way it looks more authentic when they're dunking me. And if they miss, I just let them go up and whack it, and
Right.
you're all done. So, but,
Right on.
yeah, so, yeah, so I got another hour.
Good.
All right. Well, have fun with your hour. I think
All right.
we're good.
Yeah, okay, well, hey, anytime you wanna stop by,
Thanks for
Yeah.
talking to us.
yeah, that's no problem. Yeah,
Appreciate that.
yeah, all right.
And yeah,
How many
that's
people
the
do
white
that?
one over there.
And I don't know if you're gonna tell me your name, but my name's Terry and.
Tammy.
My name's Tater.
Tater? All right.
Tater
You're
salad.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that, I guess, I forgot. I'm sorry, I should be able to remember that.
Yeah.
All right,
All right. Have a good one.
you too, thank you so much.
Yep.
What year is your Jeep?
17.
17?
Yep.
Yeah. I actually, so, let me see if I can find a picture.
You got a lift on yours?
I do. It came like that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, come on.
Have you been to the mounds with it yet?
I've been to like Silver Lake and stuff like
Oh yeah, we've been there. Gotta go out to the mounds with it.
Where's the? I don't know where the.
It's
mountain is.
Mount Morris, out by Mount Morris, Michigan, right by the Genesee County Fairgrounds. It's literally across the street from it. It's nothing but fun-filled trails
Yeah.
just for off-roading.
So I just got this not too long ago, and I've been at home working on it,
Right.
but I'm painting it up and I'm doing some stuff to it, and it's just I've got some property up north and just an outside dune
Heck
buggy
yeah.
type of thing. But my
Right
wife
on.
said she wanted to get a side by side. I'm like, well, I'd like to get a side by side too. I just don't want to pay,
$35,000 for one.
it.
Yeah.
But you can go and buy an old Jeep, and I probably got. I mean, I had $800 in tires, and get the motor fixed, some stuff like that. But it's fun.
It'll still be cheaper than a side-by-side.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have any enclosures, but whatever. Put some,
Right.
Some big pants on it. So.
Yep. All right, well, you have a good rest of your
All
day.
right. Take care.
Yep.
You too.
All right, guys, now I'll look at the chat. Of course, I'm not going to scroll all the way back to the beginning of the chat, but let's see. It's not muted. I never muted it. No, it's definitely not muted. That's weird. Please stop asking this guy stuff. He's never going to stop talking. Well, I'm here to investigate, so I got to ask questions. What's up, Beth? Buck Hermit, what's up? No, don't let him follow. What's up, Lion One? Maybe I should follow HPR around and tell him how awesome I am. Hey, tell him your channel name.
My channel name is Free American Press.
Yeah, Free American Press. If somebody wants to put her link in the chat there, that'd be awesome.
Thank you.
Boiled Corruption, what's up? Brian, what are you scared of? Or scared to? I didn't scroll that far back. NF, what's happening? So yeah, I was told it was going to go a lot differently, so I'm pleasantly surprised at how it went. Of course, we still have to do some more fact checking, but that's part of being an investigative journalist. Hey, CRA, what's up? If MCC rips gas, he will stop talking. Sorry, guys, I did not have it in me today. Oh, that's funny. Frank is exhausted. I'm sorry. Hey, Don, what's up? Highest power, hello. Unindoctrinated? Okay, if that's what you say. He gets paid $300 for one conversation. No, it was $300 for 2 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that what he said?
Yep.
$300 every 2 weeks for the part-time position as the chief of police over there. What's up, Epic? How you doing? But says he wishes it was muted. Like I said, Nate, I thought it was going to go differently, and it went pleasantly a lot better than I thought it would. That being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Oh, she's changing out some signage.
All right.
Hi.
We didn't scare you, sorry.
I didn't understand your purpose yesterday. Thank you. I'm educated. Boy, is that money in the body?
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you very much.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we...
Everybody wants online now. Nobody wants to come in anymore.
Right,
So we thought we were doing the right thing.
right, yeah.
We're learning.
It's some people, they just...
You know what? There's no
Right.
You walk into it and you learn day by day.
Right. And did you hear what I was telling him?
No.
See, some people would rather do it in person and do it paper copy so that they can get a stamped and signed copy in their hand when they turn it in. Because sometimes FOIAs get lost or it goes past the time it's supposed to. And if you got a signed and dated copy, you can come up here and be like, hey, here's the date. I should have had this paperwork already. What's going on? You know, but if you don't have that, then,
Good. Thank you.
yep, you have a wonderful day, ma'am.
Bye.
Yep. Anyways, so yeah, it seems that everybody is much more pleasant today. So, other than the lady you scared by pounding on her window, and I can totally understand her being upset from you pounding. Oh, there she is.
I didn't mean to pound that hard. I'm so sorry. But the gentleman needed help, so. I know, but that's what
You were standing right there, weren't you?
I had to get to the bank with my clothes on,
Right.
but when I do that, she covers for me, so
Have a good day.
you too.
Yep. Anyways, how many subs does a couple with that channel name MCC? What are you talking about, Lion? Oh, you mean my MCC news group channel that I haven't put anything on yet? Yeah, heck, if you guys want to go sub to that, that'd be awesome. But I'm not pushing that channel yet. I haven't started putting anything on there yet. Mingling, what's up? Trucker, how's it going? So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off now. Thanks for tuning in. I didn't know how this was going to go. I wanted to be prepared. So, catch y'all later. Y'all have a good night. We're out.
So